Hello, everyone, and welcome to another amazing episode of InvoTalks. This is Official Iman, your host and growth manager at InvoZone. And guys, best part about today's episode, that it's all about this fancy and luxurious world of blockchain and NFTs. So, a lot of you know that blockchain is disrupting every industry and is projected to expand $67.4 billion by 2026. So, to explore this and a lot about this luxurious world of NFTs, we have a very dynamic and inspiring lady, Amanda Archer, with me. And Amanda is the founder of first female founded and funded NFT collection in the Sandbox, the First Apes Club. She is also a founder of Women of the Metaverse, which is a creative studio and development incubator to support women founders entering into the Web3 generation. She also has a notable career as a publicist. She has worked with Hollywood big celebrities like Paris Hilton, Hugh Hefner, Michael Jackson, and many more. So, without wasting her precious time, let's just get started. Hello, Amanda. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, it's our honor to have you as our guest. So, Amanda, as an Hollywood veteran, tell us about your background, your work in the entertainment industry.
Sure. Yeah, I'm originally from Australia.
Okay.
I moved here to Los Angeles about 10 years ago, working for Michael Jackson's family as a publicist in big media negotiations. So at the time, that was when media was the most, newspapers and magazines had all of the media power, and so we were doing some pretty big stories back then, and also with people like Priscilla Presley, the Hefners, the Hilton sisters, and lots of other people. But yeah, over time, social media came in, and the big newspapers and media changed a lot, and my job as a publicist changed substantially. I moved a lot into movies, so producing film now, and then I saw what was happening in the Web3 and blockchain space, and that transition just got me, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I went into this and thought, I've got all these skills from another, from an industry that is, hugely popular, and to try and bridge the gap of Web3 blockchain and the entertainment with everything that we were doing, I just saw a huge opportunity to try and help others as well through Women of the Metaverse when they want to get into it. So yeah, we've been sort of, fusing these industries and seeing sort of how the blockchain industry is unfolding. There's been a lot of change, a lot of, there's always seems to be earthquakes every now and again to shake things up. But yeah, it's seeming very good start to the year, so we're happy for that.
Okay, amazing, amazing. I mean, from being a successful Hollywood publicist, how did you land it into this world of NFTs, and what inspired you? Like, how did you get into this?
Yeah, I had I started seeing what was happening with things like the Bored Ape Yacht Club and the CryptoPunks, and I'd known a lot about blockchain, like the actual digital currencies, but it was when I saw these NFTs coming in, and it was so creatively expansive, like what was going on there. It was like people were making digital artwork into tokens. There was just, there just seemed to be such a huge opportunity that it wasn't also being used to its full ability, like as far as, so as my personality usually finds something that's very difficult and wants to get to know it.
Okay, great.
I myself and I had a couple of co-founders that we came up with the First Apes Wives Club, and thought we'll try our way with a community first, because with Women of the Metaverse being a creative studio for those who want to cross over into Web3, we had to learn all the ropes ourselves. And Yeah, so that's where First Ape Wives Club came in, and but yeah, I just love the limitless creativity of it. I love the technology of it. I love the globalization as well. Like you
Yes.
and I, we could do a transaction right now, send something to each other. We can, we can be in the same rooms, which is really cool, and be trading on the same platforms, which I really like as well.
Okay, amazing. I mean, as a person who has a non-technical background, and I mean, you were a publicist and work with Hollywood celebrities. So, how did you gain the basic knowledge of Web3? And because it must been a huge learning curve for you. How did you overcome this? Like,
Yeah.
how? Yes.
Yeah, so okay, so as you know, Web3 and blockchain, it's all so new. So one thing I can
Wow.
encourage anyone to do is jump in because we're all new. Like we're all just learning. And
Yeah.
some of us myself, I'm constantly learning. I'm making sure I'm following all the right people for short information, for news information, reading articles, and also just getting in and using the technology and talking to the developers and seeing how do we match that with that. And, it's sort of like architecture, and producing, producing is like getting all the right parts together and making them work, right? So it's sort of, yeah, I think, look, it is definitely a lot to learn, and it was a very sharp learning curve, but people shouldn't be intimidated because everybody's new, and that's the beauty of Web3 is that it's a even playing field and there's opportunity enough for everybody. And particularly we encourage women to jump in because when we started out, there was so many men. Like it's like a very male dominated
Yes.
arena.
Exactly.
Yeah, and look, everybody's really nice. It's not like it's a guy's world or anything like that. Like it's just that it somehow has just attracted a lot more men, and women need to see what amazing stuff we can do in this space. And I hope that as First Ape Wives Club sort of comes out and people get to know us, so they can see like how fun technology can be.
Okay, great. It must been, I mean, would be difficult for you because being a non-technical person into this Web3 world, it must be a tough job for you. From this, I would like to jump into your amazing NFT connection that is First Apes Wives Club. I would love to hear about.
Sure. Yeah. So First Aid Wives Club, we're a community. So where you see like there's a lot of these 10,000 kind of collections out there. And so that's to build a community. So we have, I think, 11,111 in it that tokens, NFTs that will be launched. And each one will be individually different. And then with that, so you've got like a little personality on like on an NFT for yourself, your first aid wife. It's a PFP profile pic they call. So
Mhm.
so you can use that to replace your Twitter
Mhm.
picture and things like that. But also like what we wanted to do was use what does the NFT utility do for you as a holder? And we developed a membership program
Okay.
for so everybody that has the NFT in our community will have access to a black card level travel and lifestyle program. So with that comes like 2,000-3,000 hotels globally at places like the Four Seasons, the Dorchester, Sofitel, Marriott Group. And when you use your NFT and our membership services, we can book all of your holidays and
Mhm.
get you complimentary upgrades, like $100 food and beverage credit on your rooms, complimentary breakfast. So you get this kind of like VIP experience when you book with us and when you're part of our First Aid Wives Club. And on top of that, we have all the extra services like, if you want to book a jet or a villa, crypto's going really well. But there's a whole thing. And then in addition to this membership service, which is very similar to the Black American Express and other programs out there, we also wanted to bridge the gap with Hollywood and our community. So we'll be hosting a lot of live events at globally recognized events, things like the Oscars or the Art Basel or Freeze Festival, we will be going there and hosting events for our community. Also, we have got a partnership with a movie and with a TV and film company, and we'll be offering opportunities to go behind the scenes and meet with our producers and directors and talent in open forums, so that we can have bridge that gap of like how Hollywood is. And because a lot of us wanted to know about it when we were starting out, and it was very hard to get into that industry. So we want to be sort of the community that provides the access to that industry, both professionally and for fun. We want to be able also, with the entertainment side as much as the educational side, with all of that as well.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it's honestly, it's amazing. Like it felt so. It had this vibe of luxury.
Yeah, it's like luxury. It's everything we want to do, right? It's like we love to travel at First Apes Wives Club. We love to have fun. We love to create, and we love the entertainment business, and it's like all of that together as a community. We hope to elevate people's experience. And when we go into the metaverse later on, we want to have like spaces for all of our community to meet up regularly. We want to have a safe space there for women and men as well. But it's sort of what we wanted to provide, an in real life solution with Web3 technology, and then move into the metaverse as we all sort of adjust and grow.
Wow. I mean, you were amazing. It's okay. So, Amanda, many startups are also included into our listenerships. So, for them, please highlight your struggles, like what struggles you have faced in when you entered in this world of Web3 and blockchain, and how did you overcome them, like as a leader?
You know what? It has been probably one of the hardest years to get into in the last 12 months. Has probably been one of the most challenging years. Not that there's been many, but with blockchain, but definitely was a tough year because you had a bear market, and then you had a few upsets with companies that weren't really treating the technology in the best way, and they were sort of showing the shortcuts, and people lost faith.
Exactly.
So when you're fully invested in something, and there's a lot of outside noise, it can really easily throw you off track. And one thing that I had to do as a founder, and being heavily invested in this company personally, and my whole time of my day is in this, everything's in this. And when I was going through, there's definitely some low points where there's a lot of people saying this industry isn't what it's saying it is, and there's a lot of negative feedback because there's been a lot of fear and downfall in the marketplace. But the one thing that I truly believe in is the technology and what it can do for the world and how it can connect us all. And I did have to sit in moments where I was like, how am I going to do this? Like it's really hard. Like it was hard. And I swear to God, the more that you commit in the universe, like seriously, 2 days later, the market picked up, and I think it's gone up 40%. But, I think it's in the hardest times, if you still truly believe and you're still totally committed, I think you'll see a turnaround, because those things that really believe in usually have something to be believed in.
Yeah, exactly. It must been very difficult for you.
And yeah, it's difficult, but it's good, like it's like we have to be here to do this, to be able to make a change. And
So definitely for you and for other, especially women's.
no, and it's like if it was so easy, like everybody would be doing it, and it would be, there wouldn't be the challenges that make us better, So through these challenges, I can tell you right now, like we've had to delay our with the actual NFTs. The whole while through, we're just doing serious development. Like we're coming up with more for our community. We've come up, we're building a community. Our membership program's getting more robust. Our entertainment offering is getting insane. We have really exciting announcements coming up in that space, and
Wow.
and also, being able to connect connect things day to day. So we will have like more and more development, and that's been definitely something that we've used this time through the market recorrection to build more value.
Wow. Okay. So, Amanda, can you please elaborate for your audience the aspect of the luxury and utility attached with your First Apes Wives Club?
So with the hotels, is that what you mean? Like what we're doing there? Yeah. So
Yes.
it,
Yes.
okay, so it's very like it's a track. Like, so basically we have the entertainment, we have concierge services. So we have concierge consultants around the globe in multiple locations so that we can service for anything like ticketing, special events, aircraft, villas. And then in addition to that, we have a hotels team, which the hotels team are the ones that are there to book everybody's and recommend as well. So if you're coming to New York and you didn't know where to stay, our consultants can give you the recommendations. We've been to many locations as a group, and we've sort of like figured out the ones that are the best value or the best, locations, that make it a little bit more of an experience. But on top of that, we are able to then offer the VIP experience of the upgrade and the complimentary add-ons. And in some cases, the general manager will drop a bottle of champagne and a welcome note into the rooms. It just depends which
Yeah.
hotel chains we're with. But there's thousands of these hotels around the globe that we have this program running with, and and in addition to that, there will be these very specialized events and retreats and bespoke trips that we will add on for our community as well to go holiday together. So if we wanted to have a trip down the Nile in Egypt, we could get like 20 of our first date wives and I'll go on a trip together. And so, yeah, we want to curate little things like that as much as we want to bring the travel to the whole community, every day. We do want to also do that. And we have a bunch of celebrity ambassadors as well. So through our celebrity ambassadors, because we have a lot of celebrity
Yes.
experience. Yeah. So we have a lot of the ambassadors come on board, and they will be promoting the First Ape Wives Club when they travel, and they'll be able to show us these amazing locations that we are in partnership with, so that we can see that through our social media channels and hear about them firsthand from people within our community.
Wow, wow, wow. It's so amazing. So,
Yeah, I hope you're going to be part of our community. I'm sure you are.
yes, I am. So, I'm excited. Actually, I was going through your profile. I was excited to know about your Women of the Metaverse Initiative. Like, wow. And how it inspired you?
Yeah, so when we were coming out with First Ape Wives Club, as a kid, it's always great to have an amazing idea and brand, and that, which was First Ape Wives Club. But in addition to that, as an entrepreneur, I've always, I've always worked, I've had my own publicity agency, and there was always many clients. So we thought the same thing. It's like Women of the Metaverse is like the agency or the company that is overseeing the output of the First Ape Wives Club. So once First Ape Wives Club is thriving, that we can look to, because we wanted to sort of set ourselves up as like a movie studio for the Web3, right? Where we have NFTs and animations. Like, that's all part of our plan, is to bring these ape wives into animation series and film and stuff. But so we wanted to be able to have the ability to do this for multiple projects over time. So Women of the Metaverse was created for that purpose, and we'll be building out the Web3 for many feature films over the coming years. We have a partnership in place with Fandamoto Films to bring them to life. Yeah, so I tried to explain this to another movie friend of mine who's very important movie producer in Hollywood, and I said, imagine if the Harry Potter series had digital collectibles, and then you could enter the metaverse to play games, right? That would make that movie experience so much better. So that's what we want to do for film. So there's one very cool one that has got like that very old, character driven, where we want to, make digital collectibles. You can enter their metaverse world. You can play games in there. You can earn points. You can experience it. And so I think just wanting to bring that side of the film and television to life, that's what we'll do at Women of the Metaverse, as well as finding, other incredible female creators that want to, be in this industry, have a beautiful idea, super talented, but may not know the commercial roadmap.
Exactly.
So we act like the studio. Yeah. So that's what we want to be.
It's really appreciable, literally. So, Amanda, what do you think when women are entering into the Web3 world? What challenges would they been facing? Like,
Yeah, look, I mean, everybody is going, any new industry or any new job, you're going to have challenges. Where do I want to go with it? Which part of it do I want to be in? Right. What I would suggest is to join these communities, go and follow these communities on Twitter, and Instagram, wherever they might be, and just start to get to know them, because the challenge is usually like knowing where your placement is initially, I think. Reaching out to founders is also another great way to overcome obstacles. I know myself, if I ever receive a message through LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, any of those platforms, I'm so happy to give advice or point people in the right direction. I think as well, if women see a very like male dominated industry, they might get a little bit off put. But the reality is the Web3 industry is probably one of the most inviting industries that you'll ever come across. Male, female, whatever you may be, it doesn't matter. It's like, this is the most adoptive group of people. That was one of the things that made me want to get in so much, was I went to an event that was an NFT communities event. And when I went there, it was just so nice. Like, there was such a great energy around the people, and it was very inviting. And there was, it just seemed like the blockchain industry is like looking to recruit, right? So, so I think that, if you do see it as male dominated, see it as an opportunity, that would be good for women. And also, like, women projects as well are of high interest to investors and collectors. So there's a space, and creatively, women are so talented.
yes,
That
agreed.
and the guys are also as well. But we have to multitask many things to make one of these NFT communities like really hit. And I think women are naturally good community leaders, and knowing that we're going into a community-led space, there is huge opportunity for women and to really excel and use their their nurturing community appeal to make a very successful business. So I think there's natural reasons that women should also be there.
Yes, exactly. Agree. Totally. Okay, so Amanda, before you leave us, I would like to know about your planning to start a point system this new year. I want to know about that. It would be a yeah.
Yeah. So the exciting news is that as part of this program that we have, we have the Black Card kind of benefits program. And the one thing that we were missing out of this was we didn't have a point system. Everybody who's booking travel, they were earning points with these really great programs. And so very interestingly enough, as when you really need something, it can sometimes show up. But we are going to be releasing a Visa card that will be able to book all of your travel with your cryptocurrency attached to it. Yeah, automatically you can send cryptocurrency to a Visa card, and it will be put into a US dollar stable coin, which means you can use it around the world. So what we are doing is you book through us, and for every whatever amount of dollars that you spend, you get FAWC dollars, as the rewards points. And then those points will be redeemable within our community. But if you can imagine, you have your NFT, you buy your NFT, it comes with your membership, and you don't have all those fees associated. You then can connect your wallet to print your Visa card with your ape on it, your personal ape. And your Visa card will have the First Apes Women Club NFT from your own collection. And then you can go around spending cryptocurrency on it and earning digital currency at the same time. So that's kind of the really exciting news to complete our project. For that particular membership play of travel and rewards, and now we can add a card that physically in real life shows how we can connect all of this together.
Wow. So when you are planning to launch this?
So this is due out at the end of Q1, beginning of Q2. We're just, as there's timelines that are kind of pushing us out a couple of weeks already this year. We're just waiting for a couple of things with our partners to click into place. For all of this to work together, because you've got multiple technologies now working together, which is really cool. And everybody's super smart. We've got an incredible team making this happen. I can't even thank these amazing humans in this community for what they're bringing to us. It's just amazing. And but yeah, look, we definitely have held off launching our NFTs, and end of March was what the timeline was looking for. It could be into a little bit of April, but that's when you should. If everyone's following the Twitter and the Instagram, we will be continually updating there.
Okay, great. It's super. It feels so good to hear about this, and thank you so much, Amanda, for giving us your precious time. And it was an amazing discussion with you, and I am so amazed to hear about your collection, your metaverse initiative. It is really appreciated. It felt so good to hear that a young lady been in the blockchain industry, building everything from scratch. It's amazing. It's I'm just so amazed by.
I hope that you all want to get more involved in the industry,
And I'm really looking forward to your new collection as well.
Oh yeah, no, we will. We'll be in touch to make sure that you have them first, but we are excited to have. But yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for giving me your precious time.